me fambulem. Let we pray. We make we sweet saloon. Nobody now get for come for help. We make we sweet saloon. If we not help and make them for we safe. Let we forget about tribalism now. Let we forget about regionalism now. Let we forget about nepotism now. And all the negative things them. Let we forget about them now. And there me family, let we put salon force. Because when we put salon force, not to me and you to no more go enjoy that tranquility day, that peace day, that prosperity day. But the pikin they will not even born it, meaning the generation they yet unborn. So the flip side, if we not care about salon, we just care about we self. Wait till we they gain this time. Forget about the near future or the distant future. Waiting go happen. With the other, we una commodity, the other person in come, then get the same mentality. We go just they think about today. We forget about tomorrow. So I know say beaucoup people are not care about legacy. Say oh what die are done. But my brothers them, we all know say we waiting now. People be don't come and leave na saloon before we. But because they not be lay the foundation, we they suffer now. So now the same thing again, if we not lay the foundation now, where we don't move on, the beginning we get for come after we, then get probably go struggle past how me and you today struggle. So what a beautiful song. And I must give we brother George Walker kudos. We recognize and make a suggestion saying this music is supposed for go alongside the national anthem. Now them party them, especially for we within the diaspora. Then they will they celebrate independence. We know say Bokutem we can play the Salon national anthem. So if we able after that anthem day, we play this song. I know say for the people that with the diaspora, plenty time, the one that we in a non-Sierra Leoneans them because this snapper Creole, maybe they not go too clearly understand the lyrics. But for Salon people, given that now we get for dinner the majority in the hall, let we play them. And you will invite somebody when a non-Sierra Leonean, you can interpret one or two lines them for that person day. So dear I beg, I will join brother George Walker. We're based in the UK, even though he say he did a long step, but I don't know if he long step, but he say long step for it, I don't say they try for tease. But with all seriousness, this na song we very, very important for how they listen to the lyrics. What I mean by the lyrics, the words them. Let we they listen to them words then they and let we they reflect and ask we self personally, like what you did during you quiet moment, ask yourself if you don't do it in it take for push Salongo before, because nobody not get for do that for me and you too. But now we self get for make Salongo before. And let we not wait for let other person can make up for we because it not get for happen. And we all they talk about sovereign. So Salon a sovereign state. Rightfully so, that's true. But we not go say one moment Salon a sovereign state, and then another moment we ask for let people and can help we. Let people and can give we money so we go take care of we self. That math they not add up. So me fambulem I want for say boku thank you. I know say other people and get for join later, but I want for say boku thank you in advance to the one we get for join later. And una we don't join already, I want for say boku thank you to una. Fambulem for the person them we now them fostering this for join this program, the VOS network, and specifically this program we now Politics and Economics show, and really focus on Sierra Leone specifically. So now see focus on Sierra Leone, and the program now politics and economics. We dey try for bring them together and make sure say we able push salon from point A to point B. At least that's our goal. Every time when we come online, we want to make sure say we able for accomplish a little bit of that. Because like how they can say, the one they will book, they say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean, something like that. So again, make a mighty ocean. So Fambulem, again for the people who already joined for the first time, my name na Abdul Karim Karbo, and I'm based in Canada. I can always do this when I dey open. The thing where they help for put food na my family table and take away some disgrace. Na me wetin I dey do for a living, me na economist. So plenty of the other things they want to talk about. Yes, as salon person, I dey follow the news very closely and I dey do extensive research before I can sit down here. And I believe say some of una don't see plenty of my additional work them. Now we sister network we now the bold African voice we in Africa wide we they do analysis on, and plenty of una don't appreciate that. So for VOS, me fambulem, I go suggest I go again appeal to una for let una share, subscribe, and for on Facebook let una like. So for plenty of una way not to understand how many platform that we get, I just want to run through the platform them. So we VOS Facebook, YouTube channel, we now VOS television, and if you type VOS television at YouTube, you will get we. And with Facebook page, again VOS television. You type VOS television, you will get we Facebook page. And we also they broadcast live all we programs them. Now X with our former Twitter. And if you type again VOS television, you will get with VOS television station and live broadcast particularly. And also we get with TV website for people and we they will prefer that connection there. We VOS YouTube website na www.vostelevision.com. And we get with VOS radio website as well, where if you prefer for check the website, it not be old fashioned or because plenty people can lack for check websites because most times websites can get more information. So for the radio, let's say you dey drive or you're not able for watch live, just go on vosradio.com. So www.vosradio.com, but you don't need for put the www. You can just type now your browser vosradio.com and you will get to it. So if again you're a mobile person, because these days we all rely heavily on we mobile devices them, no worry, we get you covered. So go now, if you're an Android user, I will encourage you for go now the Google Play Store and just type VOS Television. You will able get we app and download them. So the same thing again for the people and we then Apple user. So your Apple device, go now the Apple Play Store. The Apple App Store, and then type VOS Television. You will get the link for download with mobile app. And for the people that we don't download them already, I'll for say boku thank you, and I don't do that. And people that we not download them yet, if you wonder how it turn like, so this way it look like where you download we mobile app. You go see a different icon them where cable give you salon news and give you plenty other things them. And if you dey look for somebody where you want to spend the rest of your life with in a form of a dating, we get that covered as well. So we're going to encourage you for go na the VOS television mobile app download them and then just play around. Who knows? Sometimes you get you Prince Charming or you get your Queen. So I will encourage you to follow and try that. And for people we plenty time now gamers then can use this platform. We also get another platform where they broadcast live on Twitch TV. So Twitch TV, if you type VOS television, you go will get we Twitch TV as well. And fumble them, and not say plenty time we can always hold businesses them accountable and say, okay, well, when they make this much profit, but VOS not profitable, I just want to set the record straight. But say, okay, well, what do they do for the community? So they call them corporate responsibility. So we own corporate responsibility, and again, not just as a corporation, but as Sierra Leoneans them. So we establish VOS Diaspora Helping Hand non-profit organization. And the task where we get right now for help picking them where they do very well, exceptionally well in our school, but unfortunately they're not able to get the financial upper hand for go further with their schooling. So VOS Diaspora Helping Hand step in and say, okay, well, let me see how we can able help them. Yes, we resources very limited. However, we want to give them a try and say, okay, well, let me give them a try and see how we can able for contribute to all this and make things them in one way move from point A to point B. So we get the VOS Diaspora Helping Hand scholarship program, and Fambulem, we currently they encourage people for apply because we don't launch we scholarship application, and by God's grace we don't go through the process. The one that we're successful, we hope for luck they're able begin receive the scholarship benefit by January. So Fambulem, if you're not familiar with the steps, we get this way the information. Go on our Facebook page, you go to see them, or you go now the VOS Diaspora.org. You go able for get a link to this application. I know say Boku people that don't challenge we and say, but wait, una talk about say on our help picking them we not get. Where they go through financial trouble. But yet una make them in a way that for let them apply now online. And online now we know say get for cost them data and all that. I clearly understand that. But Fambulem, we do this also for make we go able do the application for free. So we want for minimize cost. We at the same time waiting they receive from we donors them, we want let almost all of it go towards the picking and benefit. The people that they receive the scholarship then benefit. So now it make we try so hard for minimize cost. So now we will encourage you now, dear una we get the opportunity for help them potential candidates here, students here for apply for this application, this scholarship program, dear una point them to the website, or if possible, una take all the information and help them through the application. With a target for maybe get about 3 to 4 students them, depending upon the requirement, because we not just want for increase the number, but want for make sure see the people that will they attract they indeed meet all the criteria as una see now the screen. And the application form will give you more information. We don't receive plenty, but we want the cutoff date for the application with Fambulem. It will be October 11th. So I will really encourage we all say by next week Saturday, it will be the cutoff. So that will be the deadline for the application. After that deadline day, they close the application, so we will get access to the form, because we will try now for go through the application stem and try for shortlist the students them way we feel say want for bring to our attention, so we all go make informed decision as to who that them we feel say we for give this opportunity for let themselves reach that height we they not be feel say them we will reach. So that's that. So again, we get a short video we want for show now of we current recipient of the VOS Diaspora Scholarship Program, because we only get one beneficiary right now, one recipient. So, but again, like how they can say, small, right? So they make a small and try for make sure say this program sustainable. And we not just want for the bash the government of inefficiency, but we self want for practice what they preach. We now for manage the funds in the most effective and efficient manner. So my family, I go come right back for set the stage where we will talk about the topic them we want for discuss tonight. So now no go no side, on stay tuned. Please again I appeal to well that we share and subscribe to the VOS television, both on YouTube, Facebook, and even X. As I know, the more subscribers that we get, the tendency say we wanna subscribe, and particularly we YouTubers that we YouTube viewers them just hit the notification bell, and then anytime we come on, we go able you will get notification. So we'll come right back. But before I go, I just remember something, because I want to do this as a tradition, me family. We I can always try for encourage people we maybe to them or to the outsiders do not get that fancy type job. I just want to appeal to them people in there, because now that more make I can introduce myself and say what they do as an example. Me family, as always I can say, I no go time for the appeal to una. Do you not feel uncomfortable, not shame for what you they do? They help you take care of your family, for put food on your table and cover your family shame. Do you have me brothers and sisters? No, no shame over that at all. Be proud of what you did do, as long as not something we legitimate, not to illegal something. So I will encourage you now, dear my brothers and sisters, una no feel bad over that at all. Una proud of what una they do. Yes, even me, I still get room for improve. Nobody not perfect, and we know say money need do for somebody, no matter whose kind level you dey. We know say people and still can aspire for go above. So no problem if you want for go higher than your current position where you dey. However, again, if you do say you dey right now, you will take care of your family and whatnot until you get to the next step. Proud of what you get, proud of your job, and you do your job well. Because when you do them well, guess what they happen, my family? You self they feel good about waiting you don't accomplish for your family. So dear my brothers and sisters, and for the one them way na salon where they make fun of some of we say the kind job then what they do, not a sober job and all that stuff then they I want to let una know say now out of the so-called dirty work then they send money for una. So if una really proud and shameless, una, or if una get shame, la talk and back real. If una get shame, una not for even receive that money there, but for like una receive that money there and una they torment we almost every now and then, some people and they wake them past sleep for letting you una problem them. My brothers and sisters, I'll make it very, very clear today, saying that kind approach thing for like somebody they send for you and then you they kind of talk terrible things to them about that person there. I don't feel saying that the person shame for the power. Now you where they eat that money where you call saying a dirty work that person they do. So it's a shame on you. So my brothers and sisters, when I not feel bad, when I still continue for help because plenty of it in our DNA. Where some man they even send for people them back home and they struggle for paying bills them na the diaspora. That's how much we committed for helping we family them back home. So una not stop because again, you a religious, no matter what, God no go disgrace you for where you they give somebody. Now they bless you. And Bokutin the way they miss where they jump now put on that way they na ya. You never know. Now them blessing them way people them no matter what say, hey, let God bless this person. Remember me this holiday, or remember me for me picking their school fee and all that. Them blessing and they, my brothers and sisters, they fall down a ground. So I just want for use the word of inspiration there for let una know say we acknowledge una and the country self acknowledge una, even though the people who they run the country they're so terrible, but I want let una know say the country in GDP recognize una because that money una they send in a form of remittance. Guess what? It boost the GDP of Sierra Leone. So now that way they una self they help for push the economy of the country go before. And I'll go deep into that because some of una we do economics una understand about multiplier effect. So the multiplier effect will explain how you where they send money from the diaspora to your family, how it help the Salon economy in general. Una look up waiting they call multiplier effect. Una go get the answer. So Fambulem again, I want to say boku thank you to una all we don't join with tonight, and I will continue for say una share and we listen to this we begin we instead the time for motivate the one them we go come after we possibly go win the next scholarship where we get at the table. I will come right back after this on another way and let we listen to this young gentleman.
Fambul, salam alaikum. Kusha and Kabo. Mina Mohamed Sisil Kamara, General Manager, Voice of Salon Radio. Today we come na Alfred International School. We na Sister John in school, but we can't talk to Sister John. Now, Sister John, wonderfully tell me, you know that.
Okay, first of all, my name is Sister John, and I am attending the Lomun institution called African International Academy and Senior Secondary School.
Okay, that's not Sister John. Can you please do it in a local dialect? We want everybody to understand this conversation, or the sister be please. So, as you don't be the beneficiary of Voice of Salon Radio and TV network in collaboration with Diaspora Helping and Scholarship, how you feel when you get this scholarship here?
Well, first of all, I want to give very thanks and appreciation to the Diaspora Helping Hand Foundation and the entire VOS family. They beyond contributing money for supporting school business, and also special thank you to the founder of VOS, when I'm Mr. Abdul Karim Kabo, who get so much passion for the planning, and also to the manager, when I'm Mr. Marisisi Kamara, who worked tirelessly for push around business go before.
Okay, so if you compare your life before and after the scholarship, what you go on for tell people them how you be there before the scholarship and now we the inside the scholarship?
Well, before I'm up with the scholarship, my parents dey find am very difficult to pay me school fees, but now wey I don dey inside scholarship now, e be very easy for me. So I
Apply for that.
yeah.
Okay, and again, what's not the worry one for tell other people them or other picking them where they self common like deprived home, because we get a scholarship for the gun still. One for like send a message to them for encourage them for them self go apply. But what are the message, key message we get for them?
Well, the key message I could get for all the book serious and the studies, and also may not sit down more, may apply and say themselves go be lucky.
Okay, so as we say, how your academic work?
Well, the academic work is very good, and also my studies is very good again.
So you still concentrating on studies, right?
Yes, sir.
And we hope for let you go improve more. What now you passion where you get or waiting you think of your next coming exam when I was how you don't prepare for the next coming exam?
Well, now I don't prepare for this one so the town when I 2026 2027 2026 2027 academic year was, so I don tight up my belt so that I go look for town with the first position again in the whole country.
So what's gonna be your final message? So use for yourself, for inspire your company school picking them, and for the VOS that's for helping in general.
Well, I go encourage me companies to play them for say make they hold the book tight and the studies, make them put small efforts on the book learning. And also for the diaspora helping and scholarship, I go tell thank you to my daddy in Belgium when they help me with lunch every month. May God bless you all and continue for provide for we the deprived people in our salon.
Thank you very much for talking to Voice of Salon.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, Fambulem, want for say plenty thank you to we manager na salon, we they run the VOS radio station na Freetown, we na Mr. Mohammed Cecil Kamara, and want for say plenty thank you to this young man, we a very brilliant boy, and on a way he talks say it aspire for replicate wetin e be do during the Beke, because the Beke every time with one young lady we na dem can force the whole country, not to just in school, the entire country. And I don't play the video repeatedly where in papa talk say e don dey out of job, e no get job for, if I remember correctly, for 14 years. So just imagine, and they live in abject poverty, and yet this young man able for take first position for the entire country. So now then kind pikin we want for the help. We know say get the brain, and they want for go school, they want further, they want for be the same level or the same place as money man picking them, but do not get the opportunity. So VOS step in, and I'm glad we recognize we all as VOS family members. So again, to all the donors them, and owner all, this list is really long. One for say plenty to owner all we don't donate, and I want for say special thank you also to the person we refer to, even though he call him Mr. Belgium, but now Belgium is based when I'm Mr. Sal Fuad Kaba. Mr. Sal Fuad Kaba don't knock chest, say he go provide lunch for this young man, John Sita, for a whole year, and he don't even send that money there. So one for tell him plenty thank you. One for also tell Boku thank you to one anonymous person we donate slightly over 6,000 new loans. We all loans now 6 million. So one for say plenty thank you, and all the people them we don't help push the VOS diaspora helping and go before. I for say plenty thank you to now all we don't donate. And during I dey continue for appeal to una, and una no say I be don't come to una for ask of una permission for let we expand the program go before. So now that we go try for do, and I will keep you now updated where we don't get the people and we don't shortlist each individual donor. Now this list I go send for una the link usai una self go able access them PKR where we don't shortlist and let una self go through them profiles and then we go take her from there. So I'm for say boku boku thank you to una all we don't push the VOS diaspora go before. So fambulem una see why they just talk no more and say, oh, well, we dey bash the government? No, we want, and somebody be really, rightfully so, challenge VOS and say, okay, well, why VOS they put on part in kind here, where it's supposed to be the responsibility of government? That's absolutely true. But guess what? If we say we dey wait for the government, and we know within the government they provide, the government they provide lunch, and then begin they need lunch. The government they provide uniform and plenty other things them we step up and they help with. So now then side and we vacuum they and we know see the vacuum really the gap is wide for them for picking them. So we kind of step in and say let we help them. And for the young one that we did watch this show, even the university students them, wanna see how lovely it be waiting education they do. That will ball it come up from a very humble background. But because of in education, because of in talent, in sense, because of in sense, he able for meet with the current president, not to past president of so you not get power again. The current president of the republic, President Bill. With boku of we no get the opportunity there for live one shaking and like that. But the in education, in talent, in hard work, it make that the possible. Meet with President Bill live and shake hand, and President Bill give him a word. So me fumble them for una the younger one them. I just want for use the story for inspire una and say where you do well. The sky now you limit. And I feel say this young man go dream of meeting the sitting president of the republic anytime soon, and probably not even in a lifetime if they think about that, given a family background. Because even some minister picking himself are not thinking at all, let alone now somebody we not get any of them kind network then they. So me famble them, dear, una the young one them, una concentrate on una school business because where you don't learn your school, they're not they pull in a your head. And one thing that we know say money where people in gentle you can say it don't pull. But when you don't learn, you learn. You did die go with them. So that's something I go say permanently. Past something you get brain injury or something you forget, but that certificate, whether you know the member thinks them, that certificate nobody now will take an eye because now you get them. Now you work for them. So Fambulem again I want for say boku boku thank you, and now let us dive into the program. I mean, they think say, well, it not go be contentious, but we know in our VOS, we never get dull moment. And I go encourage you now also for like on a really participate. And before I set the scene, I just want to go through the numbers them very quickly because I want to open the full line right away. I don't want to take too much time tonight. So Fambulem, we only get one number. We know the WhatsApp number. And for let you will call me directly. Yeah, una call +1 343 997 5828. +1 343 997 5828. And as I said before, we get with VOS radio station at Freetown, we're on 91.9 FM. And if you're not able to catch them, no worry, just download the VOS television mobile app on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. you're able to listen to any program where they broadcast, whether live or program that we will record, because we get linked to a YouTube channel and also with Facebook page and other platforms them. So me fumble them, let we now dive into the topic proper. Okay. So me fumble them. Again, I go try for see how best I will go through all them topics here. The first topic we I want to talk about, na topic we I believe say Una will be joined last week, and then Mr. Shilon then show and then talk about them as well in addition. We fumble them now about the Chief Justice, well, the case, because the Chief Justice in decision on that case, they now recent something. But on the case between Justice Momoh Jah-Stevens and a young girlfriend, we now 21-year-old, and he say it don't deal with that man they from way in 19. And no, it be record a video where he puts on social media, and at that time of the video, that be 19, and he say here, Momoh Jah-Stevens, they don't be boyfriend and girlfriend for years. So we are put them together. If you say minimum of 2 years and the video away in 19, so you will even beg the question, if Momoh Jah nobody sleep with that Pekin, we it be underage, without it by itself, according to Salon law, a crime. So again, waiting we don't see, and I will say kudos to the current Chief Justice. It don't suspend Momoh Jah-Stevens. And it not tap deal. It don't send the case to the judicial, the legal service board or the legal service commission. So that commission they now can look into their misconduct and think that we're not good for the institution. So it don't refer, in addition to the suspension, it don't refer the case for let them look into it and see if they can able for additionally slap Justice Momoh Stevens with more disciplinary actions. And we all say kudos to that. And one prominent voice, we really appreciate that, because that's something we sister program Seth will be making English. We talk about the remedy, like potential solutions. And one big allegory we rub much about this. Now somebody we very prominent and boku of we get respect for him. We now lawyer Basita Michael. And I really commend Justice, the Chief Justice, and according to him, he say in fact, Justice Momoh Jah-Stevens, for according to him, he be supposed for don't step down, long time, step aside. So let they investigate, because now enforce lodge complaint against a girlfriend, and now it look like sitting on turn we it don't turn bone and throat, because this now the possibility they say after the commission don't go through a issue, if they see say it get wrong, now wrong the young lady, there's a possibility say then go remove them. So that go be something where we all as salon, because we always can say, and before the Chief Justice step into this issue, we always can say, oh salon, we come to big man then above case. But we're so glad that the Chief Justice they tell we say no, this one will be both case. So one for say plenty thank you for that. And another thing we I want to talk about as I prepare for come na the show, and this sort of way I go through the news and all that, this show up. So I decide to say, you know what, we're not for just they talk no more about issues them. and forget about that one way we go say now positive news. Again, I can always say we intention not to for push propaganda. So that's not our intention at all. But however, given the fact, say, this particular news is something we I go say bittersweet. Waiting at the sweet part first. Now the fact say World Bank approve 40 million US dollars. The side where our loan are underline now waiting that money they be. It show clearly say na grant. So grant meaning you not get for payback, not to trust, we then call loan. So that's not the sweet part of it, because and not get for be a burden on the country where you go say, okay, if they mismanage that money they waiting it for happen, the country they on the hook for pay that money they back. We not get for face that. So that's not the sweet part of it. But me fumble them, you ask yourself now, okay, well, Mr. Karim or Mr. Kagbo, waiting at the bitter part of it. This is not the headline. Waiting at the bitter part of it. My brothers and sisters, it's disappointing. The bitter part of it is there we IMP politicians here. Now we don't see what the president don't do. That lady will be the really help for push that country they go before in terms of holding the IMPR accountable. President Bill unconstitutionally, I must add, it pulled that woman of power. Now is in position. Now the person we put there, that person they clearly not go get mind for be the kind way how we sister be Lara Taylor Pierce, where it be the all the governments that we work under accountable. The record and they for prove that. Because I know say the people are wading into politics, the political loyalists or the party loyalists them, then go begin the cherry pick and say, oh, Lara nobody do this under an escoma. No, that's not true. In fact, at the last sound like a broken record, but I want to na plenty of the party loyalists there is. Lara Taylor Pierce, it be all for the former president Kouma administration, it be all them to task so much so that the government transition team report, GTT report, of the SLPP where President will be just win that 2018 election. Most of the team that we did it, the references na Lara Taylor Pierce in report, the Auditor General in report, and they use for paint and Escoma administration as corrupt, as tiffy, as IAMP, you name it, from that whatever gate, because they get plenty gates them. And I will talk about one of the other terrible person in that country, the Victor Foh, where you get the Arch gate, you get all kind gate, Ebola gate, you all kind of corruption be they go on. And Lara Taylor Pierce and make sure say he hold them accountable. So because of President Bill no waiting Lara Taylor Pierce, it stand for a tighten in your jar and say for me country, because that woman capable, like a talented, and it get the international integrity and the international qualifications for let it get a decent job outside of Salon. But no, it say I go deny my country, I not go afraid because the constitution protect me not for afraid. Say I can go after anybody where I believe say don't thief that country they or a depa yuki financially. And that exactly that woman do with President Bill and in supporters them we now loyalist to the party, not to the country, then begin say, oh, misconduct and stuff. We don't even know what's in a misconduct because according to the International Accounting Standard and people them we very renowned, we then call as witnesses to this case, they make it clear saying they not break any law, they not broke any law. And the charge of misconduct now bogus. So come back to this topic. So that's not the sad part. Because this 40 million, imagine if I go far, because according to the money, saying for help with water business, that country, the water security. But we all they see where people particularly the city and because I know say like upline and get them steam then we then get clean water and all that. But the Freetown so choke that you're not able to see them kind of thing and they. So now World Bank don't approve 40 million and this now a part of a huge total weighing about 180 million total. So this now force of several installments. But guess what? The one way then get for pay safe, then they eat, they thief and sheba, fitty fatter, and the country still a struggle. So this one way they not get for pay. Way to them, they own shallow mindset. Go think say because not to the taxpayer them, not to the salon people them, physical tax and na gift la put and so then go take and say, oh well, if you then thief and self not to salon people and thief. No. Na salon people them una thief because this money not to for una personal use, na for the country. And the sad part that because I know say now the little corner them, then go they celebrate. Oh, we don't get 40 million. And now, if they spend 5 million to on the project we supposed to be salon people are lucky, yeah? But then people are there are yampier. We some of them not be even like how they can call them roti motoka them na salon. The ten them will be the I just don't forget safe okay we be they call them una the young one and una they call them now but we be they call them bolo where some of them not be even get bolo safe then got motoka them where they jump start and stuff they not be even able to afford their got motoka them and now they pass with expensive SUVs them they not just say they get thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And some of them, they even claim of millions of dollars. People that will not be able for even afford bolo motoka. Kori, where Nigerians, they call tukumbo. They'll not be able to afford them kind of motoka then they. Even when they be there abroad, where you go say, you get you will say you will consider like the UK, US, Canada, Australia, and the other places in Europe. With this way, people then go say they make enough money for drive nicer vehicle. They not be even get that. We all know how some of them be the struggle, and yet they not think about that. Say if we be the struggle, we see how be the struggle. Let we be now. As I go say, the people them, the sacrificial lamb them, we go make the next generation get easy life. That's now me call visionary leader. Not on a funny interpretation of visionary leader. We they lie about big projects then where people are not get so bad thing for it. And in the president be away with the campaign, it make it clear. He said people let they eat roads, people let they eat infrastructure, so they make it go concentrate on the bread and butter issue. So this 40 million, my brothers and sisters, as good as it be, say na money will not get for payback, but sadly enough, it go hard for let we see waiting that money they don't do for the country. As with boku other grants them we Salon don't receive, we still they see backwardness in that country, the lack of sober development. Not to if I can borrow una words them una be just calm waiting una talk about an escoma in so-called development, because an escoma said be the brag of, oh, it don't build roads and stuff like that. Waiting the SLPP incoming government at that time, they use one word we they for for categorize an escoma in, or characterize, I should say, an escoma in development. Within they say na cosmetic development the an escoma be deeper. And then una now the God forsaken again una forgive me for my French. The God forsaken people like Alpha Khan, they say Ofotego Tenki President will they do small. Seriously? We una come. We APC folks then call them leader under an escoma saying at the world best. All way to an escoma boast of. Una saying a cosmetic development, a cosmetic infrastructural development. And then una now, they say, oh for patient with una, or for take out 10K and in build they do small. Seriously? So we reach to una now, una one we lower the bar. But the previous administration, una raised the bar. So me family una see, and again this not just something where you go say, oh, I'm not glad for the country where they get this help. No, I'm glad for the country. It's just unfortunate that the country they benefit much from all the help here with the airport. Instead, and then belly and the big sidom and then go all over the place with Afaf picking them. And of course, we see the likes of Justice Momoh Jah-Stevens, the kind picking 21-year-old big man. We get wef. And I don't know if you get picking them safely probably. Who knows if them picking and they not will be of that lady the age. I don't know how old they be. But me fumble them. Again, they are big. For we the supporters them. This self get for affect to now. Because imagine the money for the go to the proper place, but waiting there with politicians then they do. Again, this not just President Bill, because I know I'm for on feel say limited to President Bill. We all know under an escoma, you get several of think about them. We be the knack chest. Like I remember somebody we be say, say first time they brag in web self they brag on social media during APC term. Say first time, but now if somebody else can say 450,000 US dollars, it go knock chest and pull on without any sweat. Can you imagine? $150,000. We then place here people that we get boku degrees them and stuff like that, even professors them. Boku universities they with them professors then they even make that kind of money they, and you say you able for the whole year. You say you will knock chest. If somebody asks you for you they knock chest to pull out without any sweat. So we fumble them. This now waiting we call systemic issue at that country there. So now I make the appeal to both the SLPP brothers and sisters and APC brothers and sisters. Say this not for be about APC or SLPP. The party. Because the party by itself not go do anything. Now they're individual here. So dear, for let una save una young party will una cherish. Because nothing wrong for let you belong to APC or SLPP. Now you fundamental constitutional right. So but however, if them people there they derail that country there, and we speak up, my brothers and sisters. Now wait stay after you party come on a power, other party come and do the same thing. Now they tell you one for speak up. No, it's very wrong. So where we speak up against we own party we own party folks then where they do wrong, that's not a good thing. Because when you do that, you get higher tendency for let you will change the narrative. Let you influence the change where we all they look for. Let not be something we will say in a fairy tale. But it doable. We don't see other country then do it. So me fumble them, I go tap day for that particular talk day. But I just think say for bring come to our attention, let people not say, oh, talk about good thing where salon gets this money, talk about only terrible things them and whatnot. Now me fumble them clearly a what for talk about. It just saddens me. It saddens me for realizing this money, or even as Sierra Leonean, it pain me for like I even for once they think say plenty of that money the country in vulnerable people are not go see them. It go just be among themselves no more. They continue for live lavish life. We, if not to politics, they're not going to even smell of living. But now politics don't bring them, and now the time they want for show off. And then after which they think say they're entitled to it. Forget saying our opportunity God give them for let them self go make meaningful, let them go be part of the history of Sierra Leone in a meaningful way. So Fambulem, the other things that way I want to talk about. Again, if time permits me, I will go a little bit deeper. But with Fambulem, when you look at things that way they happen at our country day, as I just talked about politicians then, this headline also saddens me. Former Vice President Victor Foh implicated in alleged $45,390 fraud case. Able, this headline. I will make one video that we sister network. We talk about extensively the recycling attitude of we politicians them, the leaders them, who just they recycle, then terrible people there. So we don't even do reshuffle, they recycle. And the school recycle this guy from ambassador, Brian as VP, we himself do terrible things. We clearly, even the APC folks then will accept now say unconstitutional. And this guy, we take that job day, we then fire somebody unconstitutionally. And then at the same guy they say, oh well, I take the job because now I be under duress. Where if I not be taken, an esco man for spare me life. And you get some cool people them way I don't think they get common sense for believe that kind nonsense story there of this terrible man. My brothers and sisters, first hand, I will tell you, say this man terrible. I don't know him personally, but I'll tell you why I say it terrible. Before I come to the story proper, I be this salon where AFIC take over. A force of prominent people them we try for legitimize AFIC, then take over for kick out the force modern demo or multi-party democracy, modern democracy where we get led by the late President Kaba. Where AFIC under John Paul Koma overthrow and Kaba administration. This man, now one of the terrible people that we come on TV. I be this alone. I be the watch at that particular broadcast day with me late daddy. Who be the watcher? Na sitting room. This man, it begin apparently a lawyer, sadly enough, begin quotes the constitution how a constitutional for way Johnny Paul Kuma take over, where he kick Kaba. And it talk for justify that military take over there. And the thing we make adjust, I believe say Bokov na they don't say that or when I go to about that story there. But for sand, that man waiting that the grudge we get against former President Kaba. He say he go visit President Kaba. Waiting President Kaba Giam na Fanta. He say just get and solve the ink. President Kaba no get mind for get money. From the whole interview that they stick na made how many years ago. So to Ram, that justifies for illegal junta. We not constitutional at all. No way, nowhere are we constitution. And this man, I still remember some of the arguments that they make at that time, saying, "Oh well, for because of it quote bokutin them, the constitution say the military now they get the authority for unseat a government we not considered inclusive." I just the paraphrase now, because now years back. So Turam say the military are part of the solution for kick out an administration we not considered representing the people. So Turam, Kaba administration will be legitimate. Talk about how Kaba no win the election, how Karifa Smart win the election and all and Tinende. Again, if I miss some of the facts, then will forgive me. Because this, now waiting I will say, high witness. I watched that program there because I be there in a salon. And waiting to do. So, for accept a position where they remove somebody illegally, and then you serve that position there, and because you are escape commission of inquiry, we cannot question this man on thief. He be part of the people that we don't thief that country there. Because he don't serve for very long for say clean. So, again, commission over commission, inquiry over inquiry, investigation over investigations against them. So no question. Therefore, be able catch him for the commission of inquiry. What did he do for saving self? He support Mother Bill right away and begin talk trash about APC. We don't do for God knows how long. So now then kind posse here. And now, according to this, I read them for now. Me fumble them. And let una tell me what una make of people like this. I will read them for now very quickly, fumble them. Former Vice President Victor Foh implicated in alleged $45,390 fraud case. Former Vice President Victor Foh was named in a magistrate's court on Wednesday, September 24th, 2025, as an alleged, again, this is an allegation, but I just want to make the point, as an alleged participant in a $45,390 fraud case. Political reports that the allegation was revealed during the cross-examination of police sub-inspector Hassan Kagbo, the lead investigator in the case against Alhaji Idris Toure. So, the accused, our Alhaji Idris Toure, I want to understand that. So according to this now, at this side I want to begin to pay more attention. Fambulem. So what did he say? Toure is accused of obtaining money by false pretenses from complainant Teresa Safa, who paid him to facilitate travel to the United States for 6 individuals. According to Sub-Inspector Kagbo, the defendant Toure stated in his police testimony that he gave 25,000 of the funds to former Vice President Victor Foh. Wanna get that? He say he give Victor Foh 25,000 from the money way Madam Teresa Safa gave. Toure's statement alleged that Foh took 15,000 from the amount and returned the balance to him to facilitate documentation. So of the 25,000, we initially give Victor Foh take $15,000 from that 25,000, and then he gave back $10,000. Say, okay, well, use that $10,000 there for let you find the document. We go make sure for the documents there. So when I take note too, and waiting then continue for Senaya Fambulem. The defendant that Alhaji Toure, the defendant further claimed that Foh was directly involved, stating it was the former vice president who sent him to receive the money from Safa, that's Madam Teresa Safa, and to deliver passports to an unspecified ministry. Again, allegation, but una listen to the person in statement. So it come through, say, this deal or this whatever it is, this fraud, this fraudulent scheme, the mastermind behind it, according to the testimony, it points to Victor Foh. It continues to say, when investigators suggested to Toure that he had conspired with Foh to defraud the complainant, the defendant did not respond. So I'm not able to understand whose relevance, but this side now wants for wanna pay particular attention as the case they build up now. The police investigator confirmed, when I underline that word, they confirmed to the court that he attempted to invite the former vice president for questioning, but stated Foh was out of town, which I go say a normal protocol, because then call him by this that guy implicated, so it makes sense for the entire for invite him for let them question him. But here is the interesting part, me fambule. Instead, a statement was taken from Foh's wife. So the wife take the statement. Now give statement. But this not the interesting part where the wife play. Where to me it shocked me. Sub-Inspector Kagbo acknowledged that Foh himself was not investigated as part of the case, maintaining that the former vice president's information was irrelevant. My brothers and sisters, somebody where now a principal suspect, and this person don't give statement and tell una say the mastermind behind a action, the person where I go say now the ringleader of this fraudulent scheme, now Victor Foh, and then una they say Victor Foh information or relevant by this case? My brothers and sisters. And now here's the kicker. He also revealed that this sub-inspector, he also revealed that Foh's wife later deposited 10,000 US dollars at the Criminal Investigation Department, CID headquarters. My brothers and sisters, una yeri wetin Victor Foh in Wef gida money dey for. The investigator stated that his boss, Detective Superintendent Alfred Munda Selu, reported that Mrs. Foh said the money was intended as a partial repayment to the complainant. However, the defense counsel raised questions about the whereabouts of that 10,000. Let I explain this a little bit for una Fambule. The inspector first say, oh well, Victor Foh information is not relevant na the case. And then all of a sudden, in boss now, tell and say, well, Victor Foh a woman, he say he don't give 10,000. And waiting that 10,000 they dey for, according to Victor Foh a woman, he say now for partially pay the person where then the fraud, the Teresa Selo, Teresa Safa, sorry, for paying back the money. So this na partial repayment. Ebo. So waiting make Victor Foh in Wef forgive Madam Teresa $10,000 if Victor Foh in clean. It make any sense to una, my brothers and sisters? So you get $10,000, and waiting you say according to this write-up, according to the investigation, you make it clear and say, okay, well, are they repay, are they as part payment for return that woman money? My brothers and sisters, not a small money where you go say, okay, you know what? I don't want to let my name go down in the mud, so whether not two or not, I go just pay the money and yeah, 10,000 as part of the payment. So then they right away, if not in place here, then go use that against you. Because what I go just throw away 10,000 like that. And way they don't try for say, oh well, you man not get much for do with this case. Because now that make them say information from I'm not relevant. Because try for shield I'm out. When I see the kind country, just as we did talk last week, in terms of the justice system that our country dey. So now waiting the investigators they want do, they want for Prampra to discredit them and not even bring Victor Foh in the picture. But now in WEF, don't pull some secret, if not all the secret. But clearly, this is not a relevant part of the information, even though the police say Victor Foh information not relevant. Because otherwise, why you foresee a partial repayment to the complainant? So let's conclude for now with Fambule. So this other part ain't just funny about how saloon so terrible. How we judicial system so terrible. In response to the line of questioning, Magistrate Solomon Kekura suggested, I want to underline that too, suggested that the defense could apply to summon Mrs. Foh to clarify who she gave the money to. If I'm bullying, not to the court supposed for call her. Like again, in terms of Uda, if we send him, give him money and all that stuff, then this woman or somebody will definitely for be of interest to the case. Because this na huge revelation for talk say it don't give 10,000 as a part payment. So for the fact say it give as part payment, that means he or a man receive part of Teresa money. And now una they say this case fraud case, and yet somebody where they allege say now the mastermind behind it, and how Victor Foh go just take money and he don't know exactly what in the money for the for. And now the woman say, okay, well, I go give 10,000 as part payment of the money. And he conclude by saying the case involves allegations that Toure defrauded Teresa Safa in March 2025 by accepting payments to secure US travel visas for 6 people under false pretenses. The defendant was arrested in Bo in May after initially escaping, and despite allegedly committing to repay the money on 2 occasions, he has failed to do so. This is very clear saying not to nothing they try for Dunaya. Now for eng everything but this we brother to a. And not to say from waiting me they read, the little word I read so far. Not to say Victor Foh and Clino, because otherwise I keep going back. Why in WEF for pay 10,000 of the money? Why? So under us pressure with our woman day for like a pay 10,000 out of that money day. So my brothers and sisters, them people there, now the people in their wire, we they run a country. Who's tell me come on power? And now possibly they use the current influence we get by this administration for lie by people and say go find visa for them. Because now that they come through. Again, analysis that they do. Yes, an allegation clearly, but I want to know an analysis that they do. Because the big question here is why Victor Foh in WEF forget 10,000 of that money they back. That they by itself not sufficient for implicator. And yet they want to rob everything for that guy. So me fumble them. This they go for terrorists say. Them politicians here. Victor Foh don't in that country there as a politician for a very long time. He don't thief so much so that you go feel save your money for the colic if you don't colic. But guess what? Still they go after people them, defraud people them. So, dear, I appeal to now. There were politicians here. It's nice for like una support them. As I can always say, just like how people then go say, oh, you drink, and for drink responsibly. So dear, una they support them people here. Una support them responsibly. Because I know say Boku, particularly we SLPP brothers and sisters then, but they praise Victor Foh in action. But no, now some of them thinks here. Because na corrupt man. Na fraudulent man. So he know very well, say don't do so much terrible things them that our country did that. He get for support the current administration as a shield. So me fumble them. Again, la appeal to una. When I think about Salon Force, them people there, including the current president, when they do something wrong, especially una way now the supporters them. Una choose the country first. Because then people are then go. Victor Foh, if we get so many supporters there, he don't left power. And Escoma, we get so many supporters there, he don't left power, even though he still get their supporters then they. But guess what? The country, they don't left him in ruins. From Kabayan time. I don't go as far back as Albert Magai. But at least with modern democracy, where we feel say for able all people them accountable and all that stuff, then they Kaba come and tiff the country. And there una not tell me say Kabana the best of the three. Una not tell me that. Of course, if we go by, they repeatedly remind you now of this. But let me take a call and I will continue. VOS Network, hello caller, what's your name and where they call from, please? Go ahead.
It's not concerned Sierra Leone. They call from the US.
Hello, concerned Sierra Leone, and thank you very much for your call. And what now you take for tonight, sir?
Yes, sir. My brother, thank you so much for the good work where you do.
Thank you.
You see what thing I can tell people and that it's high time for make we wise up. Let we not allow no fall for them politicians there, so they scam for the divide we southeastern and northwest. Now APC get this side, now SLPP get this side. Now for their own selfish interest, not so for the interest of the people. Imagine Victor Foh they talk about. So this time we can openly and confess to this government that what two government be they do? Not be they do nothing for just eat money and all that stuff. This man come and confess openly. But because of at that time when they talk in favor of this government, they're not doing anything. This that they talk, say them people are not serious for fight corruption. As long as now in favor they talk for them. But you can do anything and go free. Then guy we all know say now the property then they try for protect they all with their alpha candidate. Now make me honestly I not support that power sharing. That power sharing technically if you look at them back again now for themselves let them not add up too much because that 10 years, say SLPP they come out APC can but come out with so in other words, they want now say, okay, well, the wealth will go even if the APC there will they survive. So in the interest of the people, not in the interest when they look at and say, power sharing is good, they go push the country, go before. That politician will get integrity. They will wait quick for label for sellout. So and the president still get the same power we get for making fire you, even when una the share power. Now they can't tell me, look at Alpha Camp. When we done there with APC yesterday, the name we done they play so long for politics. Only wealth then for politics you get some. Look at Victor Foh. Himself guy don't can't thief. Not so then they sing mother be also. So even if they share power self, then people and they go get mind to support the government of the day, not so in the interest of the people. So the constitution where they right now still give the president power for making higher any Sierra Leonean will qualify, irrespective of your political parties where you belong to. So that power sharing they don't make no sense now for let them able to shape the wealth no more amongst themselves now. Now you don't get for wait 10 years again if you APC, SLPP, then have power. Una still go they shape the wealth between yourself. Anything where they benefit the people of Sierra Leone, the politicians they not like them. They not like them. More especially where happen say the politician and they try to do something like instant the case of Jagaban. We don't see several events them where this government they stop them. If they stop them, this man come in order get paid, not actually they carry with your money for help the people of Salon. But just because of them look at and say, no, this man here so now we opponent and they can't try for outshine we and all that stuff. Not so for the interest of the country. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you.
All right. Well, thank you very much and well said. That Jagaban story, I go pick up on them. Thank you. Let God bless you too, my brother. And thank you for the kind words. My family, again, let's go back to the lineup because that will be the other story where I want for you to pick up. A very important story. Because and I don't want again some people then will say, "Oh my goodness, it is sound now like a broken record. This Jagaban thing and whatnot." For me, it's all about the country. So let I take on back to the topic them as I want to talk about them. So I go quickly just talk about this one. APC declares there is no ITGC. So threatens legal action against Alfred Peter Conteh. So me fambulem, this one I want to skip him for now because again, that's something where I just that country they let we pray for that country they. Them politicians here, the way how they treat that country they is so sad. Really, really sad. So I will come back to it. And the other topic we as we brothers say, I will jump in fact I will jump at in the next moment. Police halt Jagaban's free medical screening for the elderly in Freetown. Ebo, my brothers and sisters. Who's Salon posting or gladdy for this kind of headline? Wanna tell me? Other than the partisan people them. But if you think about the country, the people them at that country they where they suffer. So tell me, my brothers and sisters, if you go gladdy for this kind headline. I will talk about them in a moment. I just want to go through the topics then very quickly. The other thing we this self another sad reminder. 2 former Koidu Limited workers allegedly die from post-layoff hardship. Where people use politics on this issue. Fatima Bio, they're all over the place. Chatter this whole case. Now they let people off. And guess what? Fatima Bio, they go ahead and doing business and stuff, but we don't remind people and say, go spend impersonal money for helping his salon person. I did paraphrase. When they interview him about light, I think it was Bo. Say if the reporter want to use his own personal money, and waiting wrong if you use your personal money for help your country brothers and sisters and for help the country, particularly given your position. Waiting wrong with that. So if that woman don't publicly say no go do that, and yet instead of una use proper channel, influence una. And then look what's in the happen now. Blah 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 blah. How lawsuits here and there and whatnot. We then lay una off. Again, a sad story this. But it get lesson behind it. And we all know as Africans, we all know say where it come to you and to mot, just like I can start the program. Yes, some man will say that the woman them fault and stuff, but plenty time, not to just your wife or your girlfriend. Even you fumble them where money left you, with no say you expect the drop. So for like them people they are lost their life, yes, they're not talking about suicidal, but maybe the depression and all the health issues then they. So where is Fatima Bio? They go about in business. Continue with what they do for scam people them. About for open this, open that project, they open that project, they but when the true test of it come, no, you know, that's no side for Siam. And how many cases them don't happen, don't come on social media about picking them where they rape, picking woman them where they go through domestic violence and all that. You ever come publicly on them case then they no. And yet you say you are for champion the woman them business. So me fumble them. This is very clear. Let we learn from their sad lessons here. So now, let's just quickly read this one for now. Because it's not a long read. And it's very sad, my brothers and sisters. 2 former Koidu Limited workers allegedly die from post-layoff hardship. 2 former employees of Koidu Limited have reportedly died under circumstances linked to hardship following the mass dismissal of over 1,000 workers by the mining company in April 2025 after a strike. Family members described the deceased as fallen warriors, explaining that they had resorted to scaling the company's fence to scavenge for survival after losing their jobs. Just imagine. Waiting things reduce them to. Because you get for survive. They further lamented that the victims received no protection from security operatives deployed to safeguard lives and property within the concession. A close friend of the deceased disclosed that at least 14 former workers have died since the mass layoffs in April, adding that the group has no formal platform to channel their grievances. Wanna see? So meaning that Fatima Bio is nowhere for continue for help them as he claims he will help them. No. A mourner from Koidu Limited's Human Resources Department noted that during the company's active operations, worker deaths averaged 4 to 5 per year. In contrast, 14 deaths have already been recorded in just 6 months, raising fears that the number could reach 28 within a year. So clearly, Mifambule, if any of your family member are victim of this circumstances or this situation, I don't feel so you go happy. The mountain deaths have been linked by many to worsening post-layoff hardship. The situation follows the controversial intervention of First Lady Madam Fatima Bio during the mine workers' strike earlier this year, which ultimately resulted in the dismissal of over 1,000 employees, most of them young people. So now tell me, because I know say some of you go say, oh, Fatima Bio not get any connection there. No. In fact, now it aggravate the situation me fumble them. So now no tell me say, no, you no get answer. Whose mechanism he put in place for help them people there? Within the safety net, social safety net. For like this kind depression with brothers and sisters that not go through this kind of depression, we will cause their untimely death. No. So you don't mess yonder because of politics and whatnot. You don't work for them, you don't move on. But the scars, they're all over the place. Over 1,000 people in. We that multiplier effect what they talk about before. We, go help the economy and all that. As them people and they get their salary, then go spend, it go help the market woman then because them business they sell, and I say it go on and on and on, multiply in terms of the effect. And now who knows? Because for let somebody belittle himself and the country triangle. You see, this now another thing way for be a reminder to we brothers and sisters. Because like them place here, yes, like now the economy rough. But people them believe say if I lost my job today, it not go take me forever to get another job. Yes, maybe you not go get a job where will pay you the same amount because of the economy sort of weak. But you go still able get a job. We will help put food on your table. Maybe you go scale back a little bit. But for say no job at all, no jobs then they. But salon now, people they want job. Even look the kind of job where the people end up for do the scrape through, I would say, garbage just for letting survive. So if the country will they do well in terms of providing job opportunity, but instead they make big promises, mega project. Oh, Lunge Bridge. They pay all kind of money. Say that they pay people and when are their own people and for getting job. Say that they do what they call feasibility studies and all kind fancy talk. Face this, face that. Lie by people. And even if not true, them projects they take a while. So people go don't die of hunger like them people and they will don't die so as a result of layoff. They're not going to foresee that so-called big project. So why you not do something incrementally? I make in any policy, you get short-term, medium-term, long-term policy. You don't go say, okay, well, you just concentrate on long-term policy and then the short-term people and they suffer. Guess what? You don't go reach to that long-term goal day. Because people then would all lose patience. So my family, I just want to remind you now of the terrible nature of politicians them. Where to them, the priority they go to them big projects they because now them big projects they give them big money in their pocket. Because the bigger the project, the higher the percentage of bribery. A simple math to them. That little person, that ordinary person, you don't need big mega project. You just need for survive. The bread and butter issues where President Bill campaign on. And now where people are remind you of them bread and butter issues, then they pull close for fat people there. And I go accuse them of any kind of thing. They not like the country. The diasporas then are the problem. Una tell me. Even though terrible Alpha Kando making terrible math, say today better pass yesterday in terms of rice prices. Go figure. But the reality, you go twist your own opinion, but you're not able to twist the facts. Because the fact is the fact. We don't get two facts. Yes, even though Donald Trump in get alternative truth, in get alternative fact or whatever I call them. But clearly the fact's not only one version of it. So you're not able to spin up. So now go lie how things that don't better pass yesterday and stuff. But the fact still remains. Say people and they suffer, they struggle. So my family, I just decided for share with you now this tragedy, this sad story where we brothers then go through. And clearly if not to suicide, because it not indicate anywhere, highly likely go be depression, because then see as a result of the layoff, the impact of the layoff, the hardship. So now let we talk about Jagaban, this story we fumbled up. It's a not too long read, but I just want for them to know the terrible nature of who politicians them and the mindset of who politicians them. So I feel it's essential for Larry to know the story. Because this is one clear example saying we politicians, they just care about themselves. And what thing they do now, they don't politicize the police force. Because this they come through very clearly. Say that's not the case. So me fambulem, again, not too long read, a short read. Just for let we understand the context. And the title now say police halt Jagaban's free medical screening for the elderly in Freetown. A free medical screening event for the elderly organized by Mohammed Sheikh Kamara, aka Jagaban, to mark the International Day of Older Persons was abruptly cancelled by the Sierra Leone police today, October 1st, 2025. A recent news. The program scheduled at Atuga Mini Stadium in Kleintown aimed to provide essential healthcare services to senior citizens. My brothers and sisters. Essential healthcare services to senior citizens. Despite prior arrangements, authorities intervened, citing the need for additional clearance from relevant ministries. Additional clearance. And the people are making clear. Say they don't go through that. But yet when I say additional clearance. When I not give them that notice before the event, when I wait at the event, when I disrupt the event and saying, therefore provide additional clearance for let them do that kind of work where you considered a true patriot. Let's read that side again. The program scheduled at Atuga Mini Stadium in Kleintown aimed to provide essential healthcare services to senior citizens. Despite prior arrangements, authorities intervened, citing the need for additional clearance from relevant ministries. This incident adds to a series of disruptions faced by Jagaban's initiatives. Just imagine, not to one term, not to two term. If I understand correctly, 3-4 times now. Earlier this year, the Sierra Leone police also halted the groundbreaking ceremony for a proposed motorbike assembly plant, citing similar reasons. They don't become a pattern now. So similar reason, then stop them for go ahead with and propose for cut the ribbon or if I can make them clearer. Say the one for go put up motorbike assembly plant, police stopper. And the reason, the same as the say na yeah, a need for take clearance, need for get more info things them. Organizers reported that the police arrived on site and stopped the event without prior notice or explanation. We fumble them. And this is now a picture of some of the items them. Maybe let's zoom them for now. When I go see so And some of the items then this. Free for people them. And so for the people who they say, oh, Jagaban are fraud. So this na money use. And the way me they see, I can be wrong, but from looking at it using critical lens, I dey see say they want frustrate this man so much so that if his supporters then do something like either come on a do strike or protest or something like that, then they go use an for nail him and charge him under the terrible cyber crime. And now they don't get one way in a terrorist act. So then go say na terrorism. It is incite people then for common ado. So not to the people and then go after, una in then go after. And then find reason for catch them and lock them up. So they do all them kind here for provoking supporters them. Una see how Salon terrible. So now one tell me say this political anno did it? Definitely get political undertone. So now tell me how Salon go before. If this man a Sierra Leonean and President Bill they fly all over the place for attract foreign investors. As a matter of fact, where them foreign people they come, say, oh, boats don't come or whatever, even Peace Corps them, where they go to that country there and say, oh, they're gonna they remote villages then with their medication and whatever they get. I don't feel so they can go through that much scrutiny itself. And who knows, but of them people there where they come in a form of for kind help through medical supplies or whatever it is. Who knows if some of them medical supplies then they, if not to even trial medications then. We're not proven at all. Because now Africa. And some of them pharmacies then go lace with them people and they I don't get fact to that. But again, not just like I say, analytical thinking. Because now until they start to investigate, then we will uncover plenty of them things then they. With some of them medication and they can be trial medications then. Where people them know confirm the true effect of them. Where some of the people them can die from severe complications from the medications then they we need to even vet for say we validate. No. As long as the foreigners them. All we need is we open arms gladly for them. So to we foreigners they need to do any harm to Sierra Leoneans them. But we don't bother. You know, thief government money, I don't hear about that because I don't think say ever don't get public office. They use your money. Look the things then they behind them. So no matter how little they all lent in they cost, but for the facts in are out of in pocket and private funds. And yet, why we not go just send people them? And again, according to the report, they be don't take permit before the event. So why they not go kind of before the event send people them for go check the drugs them and make sure so they're healthy? Because that's not fair game. Because not medication. And then people are them vulnerable to the seniors them. But no, una not do that. And waiting una say in need for additional clearance. And una not explain waiting at the clearance. Waiting at the additional document in need. Clearance for waiting. Not to protest. This is a peaceful event. So let people then come na the mini stadium. Let them can receive medical supplies. And whose time he choose for do that, for commemorate International Day for Older Persons, seniors them. Hey, boy, my brothers and sisters. So for una we go come and we can come like last week with somebody say una fraud. If they defraud America and stuff like that. How many people they engage in even drugs and all dangerous things them waiting they can do? Then they even attempt for carry them foolish drugs. So instead of them go build the country, no now for go mess the young population of the country. But you know you saying in the parenting in the so far you know you say they buy any kush or cocaine or any form of drugs or illegal activities. And yet una they try for frustrate her. And it's very clear to me, say not to you una want for frustrate, una want for trigger reaction from your supporters them. And then una go nail them now and say na him na the pioneer. That's now una plan. And that's how terrible we politicians stand in that country dey. And then when they go all over the place, we want foreign investors. When they go for aid here and there. When I get Sierra Leone, we ready. Why? For like una really believe say not to scam the Sierra Leoneans them where they promise all them projects here, the initiatives here. Why una not go land to it? One way for make a disgrace if na instead of fake. One way for disgrace like them place here where they don't see somebody where get them kind of initiative here. One way where they can give them incentive, then say okay, well, we will match whatever they do dollar for dollar. So then they go push them now. If not fake it, they fake, they go expose. Why not do that? Instead, now stop una and stop them. And una able provide the service system where it try for provide for the community. So it's like either una do them or nobody at all. So if una not do them, the people then for continue for suffer and die. And yet, with the say President Bill don't get almost 100,000, they don't buy almost 100,000 vehicle. They fly all over the place where they cost millions of dollars. A little thing like this we can make huge difference. And they do it. Instead, they go depend on donors them, on foreign communities. EU don't make with a salon for provide this. The Irish government don't give you this. This not salon person. Why una not use this man as a good example where una go work with, and then una use that example they advertise to Sierra Leoneans them around the world, and say una see as an example. This man will they work with him, and at this we able to achieve for more begin work with him. So we they appeal to una come home, can invest in the country and push the welfare of our country citizens them before. Why not do that? We done for be far reaching and if I go farming. But no. Because una feel say them foreign donors then there not be any political threat to una, because for una any salon person where they do well for a community, una see that person there as a political threat. And that una just care about una political nonsense. We una no sober. So my brothers and sisters, again this not an endorsement for this man. Not close to it, because I don't know incompetence where it come to presidency. I don't know that at all. But all I know is this kind of person as Sierra Leonean, we need for give all the support we can able give So we go see more people like kind. Because if we support this man, other people and they watch and then they are the fence. Whether they're interested in politics or not, then they're not supposed for prevent them. Enough for matter. Because the Sierra Leoneans them, if they want to go into politics, so be it. Not a crime at all. So let people not make and like say, like I don't hear plenty people and they say, oh, Jagaban na because na for campaign no more, na politics. All this the way they do so na lie, or after where the politics done and now go finish. But for the fact say start. That start where they start. Guess what? They hire people them. Not to the country money thief. So why we not get a chance? So if you not finish and safe, guess what? If he decides, okay, you know what, I'm not able to finish, so this factory, I go sell them. But remember, during the time where he don't start them and reach you say reach, he hire people them, salon people them for that matter. So at least even a temporarily safe, he able to provide jobs. To me, then in a positive. Not to you spend money for them, now in pocket. So if he engage in their risky investments, then they where he go start a project, put so much money into it, and not complete them, and not for be your problem, because not to the country in problem, not to the country in money. That way politicians here where they sit down for money. They not even start any project of this kind, and yet when they go after Jagaban, able that's na put na thing we una go call patriotism. But they are big. Let we think though. Again, una free for express una opinion, and I need force una for support them. And myself again, I dey make them very clear because I'm going to the record. I know Sabian, I know be Sabian before, and then see no more. The story I make, I even know them. So this is not an endorsement and say, okay, we endorse them for president or any political position. I just speak on behalf of Sierra Leoneans them and as salon person. Say any salon person will they strive for pull the country, for help people them, pull the country up from poverty. That's Sierra Leonean day, regardless of in political ambition or regardless of in tribe, in region, or whatever you choose for assessor. We need to put all that aside and then give them all the support we require. I don't say them before, as long as in money, not legitimate money. Because you don't want for let somebody they deal in drugs and then the poor will pick in the one on one side, and then another side they say they help in a kind of mini way. No, but we not get no evidence of that about Jagaban. So me fumble them, particularly yes LVP supporters them. I really want to rethink. I they challenge una for let una open challenge to una politicians them and ask them where then they ask police for stop Jagaban and stuff. Why then self now not take similar initiative? Why? Una need for ask them. If they give una reasonable answers, then that's fine. But if they not give una reasonable answers, una need for think twice. Whenever una they make una decision. So Fambulem na there go tap with that story there. And I want for talk now before I come to for read for another press release from the Chief Justice, because I don't talk a lot about that case day. I want for take a moment if I'm willing for talk quickly. Remember, I always can say when it comes to APC and SLPP, I care more about the impact on the country. And I feel say the story catch me interest. What's in the story say? There is no faction called ITGC. APC threatens legal action against Alfred Peter Conteh. Now me fumble them. And also I go curious now as to why I think say the story relevant. A great question. I just want to make them clear. So let's quickly read the report. And I believe say after I don't do that, it will shine some light for Lona get better understanding as to why I think say it will threaten the national interest. Because in my opinion, I don't feel say it go at a level the playing field at all. The opposition All People's Congress APC has threatened to take legal action against Alfred Peter Conteh for what the party describes as a dishonest misrepresentation of its leadership structure. Speaking on AYV's Good Morning Saloon program, APC National Security Publicity Secretary Sidi Yaya Tunis dismissed Conteh's continued claim of chairmanship of the Interim Transitional Governance Committee. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. I will just read the paragraph after that. So what did he say? In the first place, then they quote now Tunis. In the first place, we have no group or community called ITGC anymore in the APC, Tunis declared. He explained that the ITGC was a temporary body created by the High Court of Sierra Leone with a specific mandate to oversee the party's affairs until internal elections were concluded. That mandate, he stressed, ended in 2023 when the party successfully held its lower level elections and national delegates conference under the supervision of the court appointed interim independent elections management committee, IIEMC. So me fumble them. What to make again interest by this case? The reason I should say when I go kind of get unclear. Well, I've finished this last paragraph. Tunis recounted that the ITGC was only established after the courts nullified the APC executive elected in 2017, ruling it illegitimate. However, following the 2023 National Delegates Conference, a new executive was duly elected, presented to the Political Parties Regulation Commission, PPRC, and subsequently accepted by the courts. So now, when I remember, we can always say, for like true democracy flourish now any country, you get a viable opposition. And from that angle they take up. So now looking at what they happen, so it come through very clearly, if I can add, very clearly saying whether I use them now or otherwise, Alfred Peter Conteh will become destructive. And by so doing, waiting they happen now. When I remember where I go after APC in terms of where they say they go put together a committee, where go a vetting committee, where go decide the preliminary qualification of potential flag bearer. I criticize that. And wait to make I criticize them. I say by doing so, then they deprive the country of good leaders them. Because for now we stuck with APC and SLPP. So but if then two party then they then bring policies them or then put together policies them within the constitution or whatever it is, where they stifle competition and select people them where not they push the country go before but their own personal gain, a loss for the country. But if you open where you don't need for the be a member of the party for donkey years, as long as you get within it take and the people support you, it will be a level playing field for let you through your name not the ring. But within they happen now and there's in a democracy. Then two parties we stuck with people that don't use them now as their personal property. But actually in a public institutions them, if they don't know that. So but this man is very clear saying now intimate body. And waiting at the definition of intimate, temporary. And like how the Secretary General put them, say they don't get the executive now, elected executive, whether the process is fair or not, not in a secondary argument. So if they don't get the elected committee, and if you want run for leadership, why you not just go through the process we on all agree upon? But now you want to use this and take them now for the poke and continue for weaken the APC, where then they go translate into weaker opposition. And then the question is, if APC don't weak, SLPP don't weak already, because we don't see how build on Nyaka SLPP and the country at large. Usai Salon Day now. If we not get vibrant opposition to say the least. So now de facto authoritarianism will they practice now. So yeah, and that make I feel say it necessary for let we talk about this. For let somebody go after APC or SLPP, in my opinion, that person they need for do in a way that instead of it weaken the party, both SLPP and APC, let it strengthen the party. Because the day we me go, yeah, say APC, SLPP, they don't open and now to open primaries. Not to this one, we still me go considered selection. We then go select who that they want and then just for kind of formality. So we they go power convention and stuff like that. Now make it open. But today, somebody go say, okay, well, I don't gain membership of SLPP. And today, that person they can run for BF, just like how it happened. Now decide and we try for replicate. Now the United States. If not be that system we Salon gets of APC and SLPP, Donald Trump no go ever smell that position they will get so. And who tell me announce and make an announcement. And then by the time you know it, guess what? They qualify for the on debate stage with established Republicans. Because now open primaries. Once you meet the minimum requirement, now your pocket go tell you. But they're not the debate stage. And the debate stage written say, if according to pollings them, you get you meet certain threshold, you go then at the debate stage. When at that stage they make people then hear and see you in terms of what you plan for the country. Why Salon no copy them brilliant example and they look what happen? We will not start for the presidential candidate for the get presidential debate And waiting Madabio and Samoa do. They not give people the opportunity. Because still now they talk about that debate waiting and say and stuff. So they don't want for let we hold them accountable like that. Now waiting then they lie per people them. They're not able for then a platform where then go to challenge them. Not that way they want. But we need a benefit from understanding them plan. Because now when you question them plan, you're able to forget clarification. And for no say, now lie and stuff. Just like how they continuously for reference within Malabia we say during the 2018 campaign. We clearly they say not to roads at the paraphrase now, people in the eat. Not to infrastructure, people in the eat. We income the first thing we go tackle now bread and butter issues. We done the essential. But what happen? Now in town hall, somebody talk about the bread and butter issue. They give the lady back talk. The lady be don't begin it yes since kind of power it. So why the lady for just expect we don't kind of power things therefore change drastically like that? And he talk him there. Say, things say no, rest no go down. Anyways, Fambulem, let I go to the last and final topic where will take too long because I don't set the stage already. About Justice Momoh Jah-Stevens, the scandal. Mr. Shillong, we don't play the video, and I will play the video again. The last video where this young lady left, where he posts on social media. I don't see the need for playing again. I know we read all written lawyer Basita Michael say, but I just want for show now the press release. We for once Sierra Leone still for gladdy. I don't know if not the tide or this now one off something. But you'll find if the breeze of them kind of action here go blow it for very long. It will really, really be beautiful. But unfortunately, not to the case. So me fumble them. This not the press release. And I'm very short to the point release. And within the press release say. So according to the judiciary of Sierra Leone, main law court building Freetown, it's a Freetown, Sierra Leone, 29th September 2025. The attention of the judiciary of Sierra Leone has been drawn to several media publications concerning the Honorable Justice Momoh Jah-Stevens, Justice of the Court of Appeal, which has the tendency to adversely affect the reputation of the judiciary. So they're showing position, which is true, because for being a justice of the Court of Appeal, and in a senior position that. So, it continues to say, in view of the above, it has pleased the Honorable Chief Justice of the Republic of Sierra Leone to, number one, send the said judge on administrative leave effective immediately. I want to know what they mean, right? And suspend them with immediate effect as of September 29th. So currently, today now the 2nd of October, they leave right now. So the second point where the press release say, the said judge has been referred to the Judicial and Legal Service Commission, JLSC, for its consideration and such actions as it may deem appropriate. So me fumble them. This not a good thing for Sierra Leone. And I for say kudos to the Chief Justice. I know say yes, the Chief Justice himself. He get a case with Potopa. But for this one, in my opinion, Inela. Because if we begin see the example here, and this now another thing we for encourage we they do best for bring to light the issues here. We within our social media particularly, because of we bring to light the issue. And according to the press release, it make it very clear, saying that based on Boku media publications there, I believe say including social media, now ain't warrant them for take this action. So for the fact say that they listen to social media to the media, so let we not relent. We they try for advocate on behalf of we people them, and we they highlight their wrongdoings here. Let we not stop. And again, I for end by saying thank you to the Chief Justice, Justice Commander. Thank you for that. But when we come to to Justice Alloway in case, and they safe, it will be bonatut. Just as Basita Michael suggest, say Justice Momoh Jah-Stevens forbidden step aside, at the same way so, including me not a lawyer, but myself included, we think say you as the Chief Justice where we get issue with Justice Alloway, where he accuse you of several things then, you self for don't step aside. You're not supposed for be part of the body with the discipliner. Yes, we know say in principle, you not the chairman for that body. We are not feel say self you will be supposed to be the chairman of the board. Because for me understanding of that commission day, for me understanding that commission they supposed for the give advice. So if you not the chair of the commission and that commission they advise you as well, I don't know. It may come funny. But we put that aside, me believe say you not for be part, at least temporarily, of the commission. You for be don't excuse yourself. So now the lawyer that wanna call recuse. You for be don't really step aside, remove yourself from the process. So yes, you did fix this one, but you self get you own for fix. And where you don't take this step, we now in the right direction against Justice Momoh Jah-Stevens, we will expect you self for do the right thing. And not let it, you can correct her. So me fambule man for say boku thank you. And before I go, I just want to acknowledge the people them we don't join. I know say I can do them before the program. I mean before us the program see on better one. And as a result, boku of the comments that don't catch me. But I be just want for finish the comment finish the topics them. But allow me for like I do on the reverse this time. So I'll just quickly go through the main one them. Again, I don't really can one for cherry pick. I make I can like for do am ahead of time. But I will try for do that this time around. So I want for say boku thank you again to we don't join the program. Special thank you to Karishigan Sambo. Thank you very much. Say wonderful work done by VOS and we diaspora helping out. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Brother Sambo. Let God bless you, because I know say yourself one of the people and way they push VOS go before, and you now very dedicated VOS family member, extended family member. And this now one of my favorite people at this platform. Favor, thank you very much as always. Say please like, share, and subscribe. And dear, a big one, like, share, and subscribe. And another favorite person, we of course if you not join, the program not go sweet. Sister Mary J, thank you so much as always. Say good evening, Mr. Kagbo. Thank you for speaking up for our country. And Yusuf, thank you for joining the program every time we come on. And if Una nobody give you the support, the entire network, it will be very difficult for let we continue with this type momentum. Again, special thank you to another prominent somebody on this platform, with our brother Robert Kagbo. Thank you so much for everything. And you say, oh, Mr. Kagbo, you make me laugh when you say the 40 million some politicians go say not to the people their money, so then thief them. Yeah. Then go get them funny mindset then they say because of not to direct and not come out directly from the people of Sierra Leone. So if then thief not to the people and then thief directly. So I definitely maintain that. And Boku reasonable people and go believe, they go agree with me. Because it really terrible though, my brother. Sadly enough. But thank you for that. And I want to continue for say thank you also. With Sister Mary J said this government is terrible. Something that they're supposed to do, but they did not do it. Someone with a good heart is trying to help, and you are stopping him. This is sickening. Wonderful. It is really sickening, Sister Mary J. Really sickening. This man not take no government money. They pull out of his pocket. They make several initiatives them, and yet every step of the way, on they block him. This not in the interest of the country? Absolutely not. Nobody will convince me otherwise. Again, for say Boku, thank you and welcome to UC Bell. This badat against people who are willing, coming to help their own people in the country will continue to hurt Sierra Leone. I'm not going to agree past that. Well said. Brother Fode Sila, another prominent somebody. So sad that the police are not supporting people trespassing on the green belt at Guma, Lebanese land grabbing at Services Secondary School, rather stopping a philanthropic citizen from giving back to the people. Well said. Look at me, body the eyes. Well said, Brother Fode. Well said. Thank you so much for that. We get so many intelligent people them, and I'm really blessed for sit down before now or behind the camera for talk to una or talk with una. Thank you. You, Sibel, say most of the medication brought to the country, I believe, are covert trials. They know that some African governments don't care to carry out checks. Again, yes, we'll not get proof, but not reasonable assumption. Yeah, we assume, but not reasonable assumption. Because we know very well, say, plenty of the pharmacia, if they say they want to try, make them open, say they want to try medication and stuff, either the government that we involved go ask for big money in the form of bribery, or then go outrightly say no. So then go possibly they pass behind the medical people here, where they go in the name of for go help a country. So yes, if the medication work, fine. But what about the one when they work? And even though some people are going to say conspiracy theory, but about several type medication them we hurt Africa. We cause so much trouble. So thank you so much for that, brother or sister Usibel. Thank you. You continue to say, what has Bill and his masters done out of their pocket to ministers done out of their pockets to help communities? The first minister allegedly studies prosthetics, but he has never practiced or opened a center to train or produce. Well, I go left from at that. Thank you for that reminder day. G4, another prominent somebody and one of we donors them, say instead of they appreciate the man, then they use politics. And that's really sad. Lago very quickly. Jagaban, this shows that our government does not appreciate diaspora support. UCB Bell, thank you. UC Bell. And you continue for say Jagaban has started, so our duty is to support him. People are not patriotic. They only cry you down and destroy you when you want to help. Again, that's so true. Continue for say they can't take similar initiative because they're busy cleaning toilets 24/7. 24 hours to build mansions they will never live in until they die. Well, again, if they clean toilet 24 hours, guess what? Now then they work, right? And then can choose for spend the money how they want to spend now. So that side I don't think for reach there. But with politicians them when a public money, them a fair game for go after them. But the people them where they in the diaspora where then they work their money, they can choose for spend their money whichever way. They can decide for build their mansion and stuff and not get no grudge against them. But the one they want get grudge against are the politicians then where they take public funds and then put them in the wrong priority. That one and they definitely you wake me up and sleep safe. If I not get voice, I go fend me voice for talk loudly against them. Yes, another prominent person at this program, Brother George, not to because of the kind words, but we all know how much it contributes to this platform. Good evening to one of my favorite presenter and economist. Thank you so much, Brother George, for that. Watching from, I go stop for the read this. You got no say no to long step. You just came out for pull me leg. I don't even remember outside long step day again if they don't change the name. But I remember no more say na place to say I shall whatever they settle. Thank you so much, Brother George. And you really continue for I should say this Jagaban, and rightfully so, it touched well. Say Jagaban is doing what JFK told us to do in that famous quote of his. Yes, absolutely. And thanks for the reminder. And for people who are not familiar with that quote today, the late President of America, John F. Kennedy, he said, let people not ask waiting and country they do for them. Rather, the people therefore ask waiting them for do for their country. And at that Jagaban they do so. Waiting they do for in country. So about politicians they now, then they ask waiting the country they do for them. Now make them they thief the money. Brother Robert Cargo, say Mr. Cargo, can you think about how Dr. Yunkela deceived diasporans that contributed to his party? Well, I not be put any money for him, and I not too know about that, but I say people put money for him and stuff. But it be attempt for run, it just happened almost say, even though in constitutional right for belong to any organization or association where it didn't fit, but for the fact say it deprived the country of additional opposition, I take issue with that. I will stop at that. Thank you so much for that comment today, Brother Robert Cargo. Brother George continued to say, I think the present government is running scared of those citizens like Jagaban who want to help and do their bit to give back to the country. Absolutely. Absolutely, I will agree with you. He continued to say, yes, so Robert, Yunkela let us all down. I was one of those who thought he will be the Moses who will take the country to the next level of development, but I was wrong. Again, I will say, in constitutional right, and I know say me always they lean towards democratic principle. So now in constitutional right, for belong to whatever political party or organization where he want. However, the way how he do where he kill NGC, then they I feel say the country not for forgive him for that. Whichever way we can express let we express that. So you continue, Brother George, for say one of the saddest things is the infighting between those who want to lead both political parties. I wonder if these politicians are thinking about the average man and woman and child. I agree with you, brother, and that to me is very troubling because whether they do that not in the interest of the country, and now they therefore begin compromise the quality of leader where they go present for the country. And where they bring their mediocre they are, within the country they get in return. The same old, and probably worse. Because we they see that from Kaba to Aneskoma now to Bill, when you look at that lineup there, of course, for people that we forget, Kaba I go say them Jagaban na the country because of a be thief. So they exile him, self-exile or whatever. So after all the years, they go back. So somebody we now we get good name. And because of the war, we not be able for clearly understand or some of una because maybe they read and all that. Some of una not be able to understand the extensive way we Kaba thief that country day. But because of the war, we all glad they say, oh, a very instrumental for make the war end and stop. So then they cloud the other side them. We overlook. But no, Kaba, it be even corrupt pass according to the Transparency Index, Perception Index, CPI, Corruption Perception Index from Transparency International. Kaba be worse than Kuruma in government because a scorecard be lower than Kuruma. And Kuruma now in be worse past Madabio because according to the scorecard, in highest grade, and we don't talk about that before. In highest grade was 30 or 31 over 100. And now under President Bill, in highest grade at 35 over 100. And as of this year, as of last year, because now every year they do them, as of 2024, it don't even drop. Just imagine. To 33, two points lower. So meaning, possibly by the time they left, who knows if he go down further because they don't get ABC again for go after. So now they no more now they do last rush thief. So tell me too, 35 over 100. So even though you see now that's making it bother me with SLPP they compare with APC they compare with SLPP. They're all two them party I don't fail the country. So none of them not able get 50 over 100. We will say, okay, that will be a pass mark for tackle corruption. No, none of them, all three. And yet, they brag, oh, we don't fight corruption. But 35 over 100 as your highest mark. And the one where you pull there, are just few points after or higher. The same thing again with Kaba and Koma. Koma self a few points higher than Kaba. But yet, a label Kaba as corrupt government. The same thing now, BO, they label the Koma government as corrupt government. So it's very clear. Say the one way will come after BO, go label BO as corrupt government, which is rightfully true. But now so what they do, they tete. The same thing with development. If I can borrow the phrase where they say during an Escomine time, it be engaged in waiting and call cosmetic development. Now with the CISO, all the development the way they allow for now cosmetic developments there. Just like how APC they brag but light where they left power. How long it take? Within months. I think weeks. Few weeks. The country the Freetown go into dark. And any kind of development then they will they brag for. Where not just temporarily for let them gain vote. And at the same thing right now, BOD persona will make some cosmetic like bandits. People that use them, then begin dance and whatnot. BO don't come with this, BO don't come with that. After we win, or if SLBB continue, guess what? And the tell will begin see the nakedness of them in a way. If they lie, say that's something we will be sustainable. So all cosmetic. Thank you so much again, Brother George. Thank you. And Brother Christopher, thank you so much for joining me. You say, I wonder why they didn't listen to the media when it was alleged that Dennis Sandy's attempted rape and forgery allegation. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. And that's a great point. There's selective justice. But for the fact say, now the young person then go after, I think we forget them that praise. Not completely satisfactory, not completely erase the lapses, but to me, now I go say a silver lining. So now that way they look at because they will go after one of their own. And if we begin see, then they hold themselves accountable, then we go begin hope. Say, then go after the politicians then. So, but you make a great point. Thank you. Brother George, thank you again. And as always, very, very active. So me fumble them. I want for tap na and for say boku thank you again to now all we grace this occasion, this platform. Because without una, we're not able for sit on and go on and on and on and on. So, but I go tap Naya and I'm glad in that we don't exhaust all the topics them. And I hope say una able to gain something out of all the things that we don't say. And I want for also continue for telling una boku tenki we una contribute to the program and great comments them and a very clear saying we get boku intelligent people them we they follow VOS. And we know they worry too much about the big numbers, but in terms of the quality, I will definitely brag. Say we get quality people in now VOS. And let we continue for maintain this type of quality material we give people in. So as for say again, plenty thank you to all me VOS family members, and one for say boku thank you to all the donors them we don't contribute towards the VOS diaspora helping and scholarship program, and dear let we not tire. I know say the abroad economy is shaky, definitely. We all they feel the pinch, but guess what? People are still need una. So if at all it too big, like what you don't put before, you don't donate before it too high, please, not stop completely. You can able reduce her. But then we keep going. And I'll for tell unall boku thank you. and wish that God replenish una pocket them. Let give una more multiply the money una don't donate towards this cause, and let multiply that for una. So una go continue for give. And for the people and we always they join we. I for say boku thank you, and dear una continue for encourage people them. Let them self can listen, let them self can comment, let them call, and let them self be part of the program. Because when we all top quality minds them meet, yes, we can disagree, but guess what? I strongly believe that we get the maturity for let we able to discuss then tough issues here without calling each other's names. And where we all go come with solution, we go work for that we country. Again, I can always appeal to now that we know swear them politicians here. Because no matter what, that them people here, that then get for continue for the whole that country. So in that regard, let we continue for pray for them. Let God change their mind. Dear big. And all the presenters that are VOS, let God continue for give you the strength. Because it's really not easy though. For like every week when they come here. For share with family time with them. And not to complain or they complain. But I just want to say, let we all pray that let God continue to give you the strength. Because yes, we they do so, a noble thing. However, we still need God in mercy for let we continue to get the courage and hold people them accountable in the interest of a country. So fumble them, we still they contemplate on a Saturday program. So, but for now, until further notice, we Sister Matilda decide, because Nano say we all get who families then for take care of, so we get then commitments then they will not say VOS we not reach for help people then financially, so we can clearly understand. So, but whenever you're ready for come. Una no say na una fumble tick in a book na Benny the Ben. So it just take temporary leave for take care of family commitment. But by God's will, anytime you're ready for come, I go make una know. But for now, we go hold off the Saturday programs. We will just continue to maintain the Thursday and Sunday program. So Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Salon time will be 8 p.m. Mr. Shilon and Mr. Mengot, and maybe from time to time Mr. Jamburia will join them. But for now, and then 2 will come Sunday with another episode of Social Media Review, and I will encourage you to follow and tune in. So we all go continue for learn from them. And for my own program, I go see you now by God's grace next Thursday, same place, same time. So again, for the people that we join for the first time, I'm for say boku thank you. Then we continue for share the program. And for me to Una and on behalf of the entire VOS, the Fambulem, me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say, let God bless the one and only country we made to call Mama Salon, and we cherish so much. So me, on behalf of the entire VOS network, or Onatata.
Fambul, salam alaikum. Kusha and Kabo. Mina Mohamed Sisil Kamara, General Manager, Voice of Salon Radio. Today we come na Alfred International School. We na Sister John in school, but we can't talk to Sister John. Now, Sister John, wonderfully tell me, you know that.
Okay, first of all, my name is Sister John, and I am attending Lomun Institution called Alfred International Academy and Senior Secondary School.
Okay, that's Sister John, can you please do it in a local dialect? We want everybody to understand this conversation, or the interview, please. So, as you don't be the beneficiary of Voice of Salon Radio and TV network in collaboration with Diaspora Helping Hand Scholarship, how you feel when you get this scholarship here?
Well, first of all, I want to give very thanks and appreciation to the Diaspora Helping Hand Foundation and the entire VOS family. They beyond contributed money for supporting school business, and also special thank you to the founder of VOS, when I'm Mr. Abdul Karim Kabo, who get so much passion for the planning, and also to the manager, when I'm Mr. Marisisi Kamara, who worked tirelessly for push along business before.
Okay, so if you compare your life before and after the scholarship, what you go on for tell people them how you be there before the scholarship and now you dey inside the scholarship?
Well, before I'm up there with the scholarship, the parents dey find it very difficult to pay me school fees, but now I don't inside scholarship now, it will be very easy for me. So I
apply for that.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, what's not the word you want for tell other people them or other picking them where they self come on a deprived home? Because we get a scholarship for the gun still. One for like send a message to them for encourage them for them to go apply. But what are the message, key message we get for them?
Well, the key message I could get for all the books serious and the studies, and also many also don't want many applicants and say themselves to be lucky.
Okay. So as we say, how your academic work?
Well, the academic work is very good, and also my studies is very good again.
So you still concentrating on studies, right?
Yes, sir.
And we hope for let you go improve more. What now you passion where you get, or waiting you think of your next coming exam when I was how you don't prepare for the next coming exam?
Well, now I don't prepare for this one so the town when I'm 2026, 2027, 2026, 2027 academic year was. So I went tight up my belt so that I'm going for come with the first position again in the whole country.
So what's going to be your final message? So use for yourself, for inspire your company school picking them, and for the VOS Diaspora Helping Hand in general?
Well, I go encourage me companies to play them for say make they all the book tight and the studies, make them put small efforts on the book learning, and also for the Diaspora Helping Hand scholarship, I go tell thank you to my daddy in Belgium when they help me with lunch every month. May God bless you all and continue for provide for the deprived people in our salon.
Thank you very much for talking to Voice of Salon.
Yeah, thank you very much.